Welcome to Kill Team Casuals, a podcast all about Kill Team filmed in 3 different time zones by 3 different gents. We have a special guest star today from our Patreon playing Legions of Russ with us, but before then, in a tell-all snippet, Rhys talks about his time working in the sex industry. Enjoy.
If someone was paying me to do it, I would be so much more enthusiastic. Like, me, there'd be no issues. Well, we are back. It is season 2, episode 3. We missed a week. Not sure what happened there, but we're back. And of course, we've joined, as always, by Russ from GFN Gaming.
Hello, it's me. It's right. I don't know what this is going into. It's like
it's your boy.
Me. That's what it was. I'm doing a Ben intro, and then I realize I'm going to pass over to Ben from Battle Brothers Tabletop, and he's going to do the same. It's him. It's your boy. It's Ben from Battle Brothers Tabletop.
Oh man, it's Ben foreshadowing. Wait, let me not give anything away. From Battle Brothers Tabletop. Whoa, that's who I am.
Hello.
And then our guiding light, our Australia guiding light, and the light is actually a bushfire, is our friend Rhys from Threes to Wound.
That's
Holy
right.
moly.
Burn, baby, burn. That's
Holy
me.
smokes.
Also, Ben from Battle Brothers. No, wait.
Once more around the room.
Yeah, I reckon this has been probably our best intro to date. I think it's
For sure.
It's really
100%.
improving.
100%.
We
hitting our stride, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to grow. That's all I'm saying. One thing I'm excited about, and we talked about this quickly off camera just before, we have to not muck around because, Ben, as the king of Kill Team, you've got a competition and you've got a prize that you can bestow upon our humble
yes,
fans.
that's right. Yeah.
I did like that you took a second to think about it then, even though we just talked about it.
I was like, wait, what? What? Yeah, so we have
a scepter.
I wish you could see Russ motioning with the imaginary scepter. So we have a really exciting giveaway. As you guys might know, I am excited to be running.
Hair.
It's my hair.
Ben will be cutting his hair off and sending it to some lucky fans.
Yep. Instead of locks for love, it's called hair for nerds. And so we're going to be doing.
The wordplay is not as good, but
it's not there. It doesn't work. No. Knots for nerds. That's so good.
Knots for nerds.
Yeah, that's so good. Knots for nerds. So I'll be running the 2-day narrative campaign at KTO this year, happening in February. KTO stands for Kill Team Open, if you didn't know. I was there last year just as a dude to show up and play. Had a great time. Lovely. It is one of the only Kill Team events. It is, I believe, let me walk this back. It's the first Kill Team only event. And so
holy moly.
And so it's a 2-day championship tournament where you can come sweat it up and sweat it out and sweat it over and under, or if you
sweat
like
it on
to,
inside itself.
You don't
have a jingle for that.
We don't. Oh man. But if you are maybe more of a casual, like us, or actually 2 of us, one of us here is a sweat lord. We'll get into that.
We'll get to that. Yeah, I can smell the cheese from here.
But so we are giving away a VIP ticket to the narrative campaign. Sheldon and the guys from the KTO team said, hey, thanks for supporting us last year. Please, you guys can give away this ticket. So there's only 5 of them, and 4 of them have been purchased. So this is the only one left.
Wow.
Ooh. And so the really important things,
when you see those things on eBay and it says OOP, it's out of production. This VIP, and they jack the price up, and you're like, how dare you? This is now OOP. It's out of production. There is only one. You know what? Guys, should we just put it on eBay instead and make a mint?
This is the Highlander of
LVO sold out in like no time at all. The Kill Team event for LVO sold out in like no time.
Yeah. Damn. We could retire and live fat off the profits if we sold it, but instead we're going to give it to one of you. We're giving
it to the people,
lucky
to the nerds.
People. Wow. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with us? Why?
Oh, wow.
Why
can we go off?
Can
we just quickly go off mic and talk about this?
Guys, we started this for the money. Let's not lose ourselves here. We started this for the money.
Ben, level with them. Do these nerds deserve anything other than your dandruff? The answer's no.
You know what?
Give him the hair. Let's take.
I have a horrible dandruff problem. I'm an avid Head and Shoulders user. I am a dandruff sufferer. It's okay.
You've got such a beautiful head of hair.
Yeah.
It takes work. Doesn't happen overnight. Yeah, guess what, Russ? They do deserve it. Just kidding. I do wake up like this. We're not beautiful.
We're not on. We're not on yet. You can drop the act.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to get through this bit. Stop.
Exactly.
You guys are channeling Ben. You guys are channeling Ben hardcore. We're
bringing
here.
The chaos.
So back
we're
to
giving
your
away
hair process. Oh, sorry.
My
so
routine.
You crack an egg.
Crack an egg. Yep. Starts with an egg and ends with a chicken. And so we are giving away a VIP ticket to KTO Narrative. Most important thing, this includes free shuttling from wherever you're staying to the event because it is held in a mansion this year, a really cool location. There's a bunch of stuff.
Space shuttle to a mansion. I'm listening.
Space shuttle to a mansion. Yep. The helicopter to a mansion. Yeah. Helicopter to the moon. Yeah. New technology.
Damn.
And a bunch of cool stuff is included. If you want, you can look it up on the website. But that's the biggest one is all that kind of stuff. You get free swag. Shut up, Russ. Don't say a word, Russ. I see you thinking. And so we want to give it away to you, to our fine folks. So if you want to enter into this podcast, giveaway, sorry, Sheldon, you comment. You're
taking ages. This is taking way too long.
This is my fault. Do we need to run this back? This is my fault. If you want to win, comment down below. What do we want them to comment, fellas?
We love free stuff. Or is it Knots for Nerds?
Oh, you got to comment Knots for Nerds.
Comment Knots for Nerds. 100%.
Any spelling you want, I guess we'll dive through. We'll find
for nerds.
Nerds. Yeah. And so we'll look into it and we'll enter you into a running. And also, if you are a patron of Kill Team Casuals, you will be entered twice. So if you want to enter, you'll be entered twice. So that's pretty cool. And I'm super excited, guys. It does also include a meet and greet so that we can just hang out. A dedicated time. We'll just get to hang out. Maybe I'll have some cool stuff for you guys. And say thank you for coming.
Person.
Could be my own top notch.
You can take your own bit of hair live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You want
everybody gets a pair of scissors. Everyone gets a pair of scissors. And you can.
They're not
you're allowed to take what you may.
So
no, they're the real deal. They're golden scissors.
Go nuts.
So very exciting. And then we will announce next week the winner. So go ahead, Knots for Nerds in the comments. Enter. This is like I think a $250 value. And
it sounded like an actual charity. Knots for Nerds. I like that. It sounds such like a genuine charity. Knots for Nerds. We're having a fundraising this weekend, and it's going to be.
Like many nerds in the world, there's not enough knots to go around, but you can help.
Oh, so good.
With Knots for Nerds, we'll send your knots to nerds direct.
I can't wait for that charity event. It's unreal. So get involved. I mean, Ben took ages. I mean, I can't believe he couldn't get through that quicker. He wasn't getting distracted. There was no one.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
That was.
Wow.
But Knots for Nerds, your chance to win the Kill Team Open VIP pack. You can touch Ben live in the flesh. We'll take you through the narrative on the second day. The other thing, though, obviously, there is the competitive side. And we've got obviously Ben, the king of Kill Team, but we've now obviously got Russ the Rat, the cheese master himself. You had a big result. You had a big result on the weekend, you cheeky boy.
Well, yeah, like I'm slowly becoming less and less casual. So I played a tournament in Manchester. I'm going to shout out to Dan. I'm doing the shout out hands, but no one can see because there's no video.
Yeah.
Dan and I guess Ben and Ben Palin were running it.
I guess Ben. Unlucky.
Yeah. Ben. Well, I'm pretty sure Ben and Dan run it, but it always feels like Dan's the TO. But I guess they're both the tournament organizers. It just Ben's one of the they're like
one greater and one lesser, players. But they're both there.
Yeah. Well, I think Ben plays more because Ben's arguably he should have got second place. I think there's a lot of people who should have got second place, but they did.
But who got second place? Who did get second place?
I got second place technically. It was
you did, you dirty dog
person. Well, I think if
only to who came first.
I think he's number 2 player in the world for Kill Team, Ryan Slater, the legend, the man, the myth, the moist, Ryan Slater.
So that means you're number 3 in the world,
right?
Very,
very nice guy.
Yeah, by default, you're number 3
You're number 3 in the world, right?
I think I'm number 468.
I think that's how that works.
I checked my score after.
Oh,
he was showing me on his phone. He's like, oh yeah, so you, like it tells you like everything, like depending on how many points you get from the tournament and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I'll check myself out. And like 407. I can't remember what it was. It's like 400 something.
You know what's hilarious? Not to hijack your story. After KTO last year, I just did middling. I like won as much as I lost, but I played in so many tournaments over that weekend that I was like the number 9th placed player in the world. Yeah, and IGC, because it was like February, no events had happened, and I was like the 9th best player, the best Imperial Guard player in the world. I was like, well, it lasted for half a second.
I would have screenshotted the shit out of that. That would have been like my display pick. That would have been all over everything.
Lasted for a second.
Russ, though, top 500, my friend. That's how you should sell it. You go, I'm the top 500 in the world.
It's out of 500 though.
I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that.
There's only 500 of us, but that's no. It was a really good tournament. Like I was saying, I feel I was very lucky because I didn't face Ryan in the final. Because like I say, I think I'm gonna say it was a tactic, and that in my first 2 games I didn't do as well as some other people who ended up having to play Ryan. Yeah, so see, I think Ben tabled both. Like Ben's really good, basically, and Ben essentially maxed out and tabled both of his opponents or something like that in his first 2 games, and his 3rd game was really good. And then he ends up obviously having to play Ryan, so it was like, so you're gonna get a loss now. It's like you're gonna get a loss, and then by default, if I win my game, I'll become second place. So I de facto got second place, but I think it's clear
duck and weave.
I wouldn't have gotten. I was definitely not the set. I was maybe the 3rd or 4th or 5th, but that's still great for me. I took that and like obviously in the actual scores, I got second place.
Cheating the system is the greatest cheese there is.
Default.
I take
it. That's awesome, man. That's wild.
And who did you run? What team did you take?
I was going to say I took. The thing is, I've not played because I am of such a filthy casual. I've not played an actual game of Kill Team in a while. I've been mainly playing fantasy games. So it's been a while, and I was going to take Necrons because I've made the Necron team and I've not used
the Circle Jerk.
Oh, you would have come in dead last.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to take the Circle Jerkers, but I still don't have the rules for them, and I hate using... I know you guys love Wahapedia. I hate using Wahapedia. I want something in front of me, and I couldn't be bothered to print anything out. I'd never played them, so I was like, if I get some games in, maybe I'll take them. And then obviously everyone was saying they're horrendously bad. So I ended up taking the team that I'm the most familiar with.
Horrendously bad.
Horrendous. Hero-technically
bad.
They're jerkingly
Nailed that
mad.
Pun.
Yeah. Whoo. High five. Slap face. So I ended up taking Legionaries. I did try and finish painting my orcs, and I just finished painting my orcs, but I thought I wouldn't make it more difficult on my opponents. Yeah, I thought that might be a bit of a dick move, which might be good in a tournament, but I thought I won't bother. Yeah, I didn't check if I could take a proxy team, so I ended up taking my Nurgle Legionaries, and I ran them as Nurgle. I know there's some. I was speaking to some of the players there, and there was some people. I think Ryan was actually trying to pick his brain as best I could, but it's too complex for someone like me to pick. So I tried my best, but most of it went over my head. And he was talking about some of the tactics being good for a Slaanesh team, and obviously I'm painting up my Emperor's Children.
I love a Slaanesh Legionary team. That's the hipster way to go. It's the hipster team.
I think that might be it.
Very cool. That movement, 7-inch movements, is stock.
That was what he was talking about. He was talking about the movement shenanigans being a good thing. But yeah, it was a good one.
An important question here: how many Legionnaire teams between the 3 of us do we actually have? Because I've got 2.
Boy.
I've got about 4 or 5.
Yeah,
I know
you've got all them.
I'm right about 4 or 5 too. Like, I just have so many.
Are they one of them? Is it just because they're like? It's because they're a fun team to
man.
build? Like
6,
they're
6 units.
So much
it's
fun.
So easy. Yeah,
and they're a good team too. It's not like they're not like Intercession Squad where they just steamroll people too easily. There is that balance where like you can still get wrecked if you aren't careful.
Oh man,
But they're such a good team. It's all I play anymore. All I play is Legionaries.
What were the team
games that ended up with only like 1 or 2 operatives left? Obviously, I mean, spoiler, I won all the games because it was 4 wins, so I got the second place. But some of them were very close.
Single loss.
I didn't take a single loss. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know what, the thing I liked, the first one I went to, I got like 16 or like 11 out of 16. The second one I went to, I got like I don't know what my score was for that one, but a little bit better. And then the third one I went to, I got like 6 out of 20 something. And then, so I feel it's quite nice to get like, I must be getting better the more I play. I guess that's an obvious statement. But yeah, the first game was against Hunterclade, which I'd only played with or against once. And they had this like loads of Sicarians. Well, not loads, but like as many as you can have.
4
like
or 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
the
4 or 5
Sicarians. All that plasma.
All the guns, the plasma caliber, the arc rifle, the transuranic arquebus is an absolute monster.
Did they get a shot off on you?
If it can shoot, yeah.
Most time you don't get
shots off.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Most time you don't see that gun shooting much.
It was we had this weird vantage point off where we were both on vantage in front of each other, and I just couldn't. Like I was shooting him, I just wasn't killing him. Like I was getting really bad rolls, and he was getting decent rolls. I did get rid of him, and I injured him early on, but he's still hitting on 3s. Right. So my team, I took. I know you're a fan of the heavy bolter, but I'm a big fan of the missile launcher. So I took a missile launcher this time.
Whoa, walk that back, sir. Walk that back, sir.
You think a missile choice is rubbish, and you think only running heavy bolters.
I have been very vocal about my love. I've been telling
you it's an illegal list.
I have been
5 heavy bolters and a leader is not a decent list.
Listen, the people in my meta who don't know the rules, don't know any better, and let me do it.
You can swing that, yeah.
No, I've always been a fan of the missile launcher. It is so good.
I'm a big fan.
I reckon it's underrated amongst like
it absolutely
is. It's the choice that people don't talk about. Maybe because it's a bit too mundane comparatively. It doesn't look as cool. I don't know.
I don't know.
The blast profile is 3.5.
Yeah,
on
that's
the blast
mental.
profile.
That's great. That's when I realized I was always going to take it. I was just like, yeah. Or I really loved that. It was maybe not man of the match. I think Plasma still did a lot of work, and my Shrive Talent and Anointed. Basically, I'm telling the team now. Yeah, so I heavy gunner with missile, Plasma, Anointed, Shrive Talon. Took the Legionary Chosen because I like the combat with the Demon Blade and the Plasma Pistol. So even though the Plasma Pistol's hitting on 3s instead of 2s, if you're dropping Implacable, your Overwatch is always 3s anyway. Exactly. And I like to charge him up, get him in combat, kill the thing I'm in combat with, and end. And knowing that if I'm fighting like a horde team, he's going to get Overwatch now, and he's close enough to. So I try to do that. Yeah, it was. First game was good. AdMech seems like a hard team to master because there's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of moving parts. Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. He seemed to really know his team well, though, which was really useful because he was very good. He was very easy to play against because he was very comfortable with his team. So any questions I had, he was really perfect opponent. I loved playing him. He was great.
Especially when you won. That helped.
Only because I won. If I had lost, I'd have hated the bastard. But I won, so he was a gentleman and a scholar. No, he was a lovely guy.
As a fellow Legionary player, I got to ask you, because I love that you went all the way with not even really the meta list, right? Because missile launcher you never see, even though we love it, that no icon bearer.
I don't go icon bearer.
That's like the cardinal sin of Legionary is not running. So I want to hear why you went that way, because I love that.
I never use Bolter Discipline. So Favor of the Dark Gods.
Yeah, I agree.
To get
once you get rid of the heavy bolter.
Yeah, I just rely on. I'm basically hopeful that I'm not dying. My leader's not dying. It feels weird. Like I'm confident the way I play. I'm not going to lose my leader early on.
What's the opinion behind dropping this meta list? I just hope it works, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
Honestly, sir, I just cross my fingers and roll the dice, sir. That's how I play.
And then I would also love to know the equipment that you go for as well.
Okay, so I mean, we're talking as if I'm like I'm not a good player.
You're a pro player now, man.
I'm not a good player. I just happened to do all right in a tournament.
Russ the professional.
I didn't have to play the better players because I didn't do as well as them in the early
Jack
rounds.
Jack was not one of the better players, huh?
Jack was a lovely guy. I really enjoyed playing him.
I kid.
I'm sure he's a fan of the show too, or was a fan of the show.
Not anymore.
Oh,
actually,
Jack, I think
you said he was a fan of me specifically, but not you guys specifically. Said that. He said those two shills that you do that podcast with, Horrible
Fair.
people.
He has good taste.
I couldn't fault him. I couldn't fault
Jack,
him.
You have good taste.
Honestly, he had you dead to rights. So equipment wise, I go for the suspensor system on the heavy gunner just because it feels like a given to give him a bit of movement. I like to go for my plasma gunner. I give him the malefic blade because I like the fact that sometimes he has to get close enough. And it happened a couple of the games. I play him quite aggressively, so sometimes he needs to do a dash to get within 2 of a concealed target and make sure, bang, kills it straight away. So I give him the malefic blade. So if someone jumps into him to be like, I'll get rid of this guy in combat, he's got 5 attacks, 3/5. So he's a little bit like, maybe you don't charge him. And I've been taking to giving the aggressive stimulants to the Shrive Talon, just to mean when he charges in, he's a little bit more punchy. So we get a reroll, and then I also give him a frag grenade sometimes, actually. It came in quite useful, so I can charge in attack, and then a few times, I think against the AdMech list, I was able to charge in, kill a guy in combat, and then just chuck a frag at a couple of people who were bunched up, and just like knock them down. Because on those Horde teams, having 3 units that can blast has just been great. So
and especially AdMech, a lot of their stuff wants them to be closer together for the dual activation.
Yeah, like the spotting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Gellerpox, so that was the last matchup I had was against Gellerpox. So 3 blast was just perfect against them, obviously with the the Balefire Acolyte. So the first match was AdMech. Second was a mirror match against Nurgle Legionaries, which was the most bloody match I think I've ever had. I think there was two people left at the end of the turn. It was secure Archaeotech. Basically, everyone was dead. I'm not. Well, I like the mission, but it is such a swingy mission at the end. And it basically swung because I got more of my TAC ops, but I ended up surviving on 2 objectives where like 2 people had died close to each other. But basically, this big pocket where death had happened. Bizarrely, he started really well. It was one of those things where I learned a lot in that game. About deployment, because he just threw his Balefire Acolyte forward, could see one of my guys, and I grouped up because I was behind terrain, and he just like fire blast, and he got like 3 guys with a fire blast and took like they were all down like 4 wounds, but against a team like that, it's like they all count. I was just like, that was a night. That was a really good play by him, and I was probably bad play by me. And he took a butcher, which I thought was interesting because I don't often see a butcher. Nice. He didn't. To be fair, the butcher didn't do the butcher ran in, attacked someone, and then got taken out. He was all right, but yeah, not a big player in the game. And then the third game was against Corsairs, which is my nemesis. I got tabled by Corsairs in one with my all Gene Stealer list. Luke tabled me with all Gene Stealer. It was that awkward moment where he's like, "Can I buy you a drink at least?" I feel so bad having ruined your day. But yeah, I played Corsairs against this lovely dude called Peter. The thing is that all the opponents they were so lovely. It's so nice going there. They're all such nice guys. Nice. Peter was such a lovely dude to play against. So happy,
tore their hearts out and just feasted
really happy when we started. By the end, he looked a little bit. Yeah, no.
He had to buy a lot of drinks that day.
Yeah, he was smiling. He's smiling at the end still. But yeah, Corsairs. And he did that not annoying thing, that smart move where the pistol guy runs up, and he did get rid of my leader pretty early, actually. That was a big play for him because then obviously I was either choosing Implacable or Malefic, the wounds one. I was either having to pick. So that was a good play, but my plasma did a lot of work that game. And again, the Shrive Talon just charged in, the Anointed managing to kill 2, it was a good one for me. And then it swung at the end of the 2 turns because it was the one where you move on to the objectives and you secure the objective, and then you can move off them. And if you've got 2 in your opponent's turns and you've got all your 3s, like I had at the end of turn 3 and 4, you basically end up getting a massive swing of points. It's it's obscene. You get some 4 victory or whatever it is. It's a lot of victory points, enough to really push the game to be I don't think you can. After turn 3, I was I'm pretty sure I've won now. That turn 3 score was such a big score because I ended up getting all but one of the objectives, and it was oof, that's great. And I knew I was going to keep them for the next turn, and it was oof, that's going to be a big score. So that was probably my highest scoring game just because of that massive swing. And then I finally played Gellerpox, which I've always wanted to play against because I've never used them yet. and it was the worst deployment for him possible. It was their domination, something basically the longest board edge, which was got to be the worst for Gellerbox. Basically, I had all my shooting, like I had 2 rounds of shooting before he could get to me, and it worked really well for me because it was a lot of open ground in the middle. But yeah, that was a great game.
So you just got to line up and say,
basically, I lined up.
Come over here.
I had my missile launcher and my Balefire Acolyte on one vantage point to the left and my plasma gunner on the right, and I managed to kill a big guy in the first turn.
Hell.
Yeah, and I had Implacable on from the second turn onwards, so my Overwatch was just great. And I got rid of the leader in the second turn, and I had Headhunter, so I got 2 victory points because I normally choose security, but in that match I was like, I'll choose Seek and Destroy because I'm gonna get execution if I hopefully get it. And I think I did get it. I did pick out the thing. I got Headhunter, Execution, and Robin Ransack, and I maxed them out basically at the end of the turn.
Oh wow!
So I think we were even on the primaries, but and he did really well. I think he got a bunch for his secondaries, because I maxed mine out, I maybe edged it just by a couple of victory points. But it was a great tour. It was a great tournament, real fun. I think there's a lot of legionaries there, actually. I only had the mirror match once, but I heard a lot of people talking because there was obviously 32 plus people there. So I think there's a bunch of elite teams, quite a lot of them. I saw a few intercession squads.
What was Ryan running? Was he running intercession?
He was running Pathfinders. I forgot what they're actually called.
Still
What's
holding
the name?
their own.
Hunter?
They're still doing well. Hunter Clay.
Yeah. Hunter Clay, is that the one?
Oh, Hunter Cadre.
Kundra, yeah. Whatever the Pathfinders were.
What is it? It's called Pathfinders, isn't it?
Is it just I have no idea, mate.
Hunter Cadre is the Compendium team, right?
Oh, is that the
is it?
Compendium?
That's Diego, yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think he was that hipster. I don't think he was so hipster. He was running Compendium.
That'd be a power play.
That would be amazing.
Just taking a Compendium team and just tabling people.
I'm taking 6 stealth suits.
Well, Russ, you are obviously now the king of competitions. You're a cheese lord, but we appreciate it because it is good to have you as the most elite casual on the team. I went the other way this week, and I've been diving into the narrative side. I went the Spec Ops.
Very exciting.
Kicked off and I've been running the Kassakan or Kassakan. Again, I'll get it right considering I'm playing that team. But they had their first game against the Corsairs.
They look great, by the way. Your Apollonian Rangers.
They look cool.
Thank
Candy
you.
apple red.
Really happy with how they're coming out. And they had their first game. We had an ITD game against some Corsairs. And it was
a tough one.
Yeah, I was very nervous, and it was this mission though that was interesting. It was, I think it's called like the Hangar or something like that, and it's basically like a big box, and all the objectives are in the middle, and it's quite open.
That's a scary one, especially for fighting Corsairs.
And you can turn the lights on and off to give yourselves cover and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. That sounds class.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. But luckily, I was kind of able to – it was a tight game. I reckon it was one of the most tense games because every move felt like the wrong move meant you were losing someone. It was very up close and personal. And because the Corsairs were so fast, you had to sort of run onto the objectives and search them, and then you roll the dice to see if you found – these the objectives basically, and the more you discovered or discarded, you rolled more dice, so there was a higher chance, and you could pick them up and run away. So I was really, really worried it was going to be a case of the Corsairs were just going to run in, search everything, and run out of the room with them before I could react. And I got a bit lucky with some of the dice rolls. They probably didn't find as many as they were probably hoping, which was good for me. And I just sort of set up my guys, just sort of slowly, methodically walk through the room and set up some few little covering lines, protecting my guys. And the elite points is fantastic. It's such a simple mechanic, but it means every time you shoot, like you're killing things.
I think it's a cool one.
Yeah,
I've not used it yet, but it does.
At its core, I really like what it can do. Yeah,
It doesn't feel quite as I know a lot of people with like the Nivshits talk about that being quite OP, just being able to actually change dice.
Yeah, that's too strong. Yeah,
but this is a good one. Like just being able to turn a hit to a crit, which makes their saves that much harder, or overcharging plasma and turning it blowing your own ding dong off to that's now a hit and stuff like that. It's
right. Yeah.
It's just makes you. It does make you feel a bit more safe with your shooting, which is really nice.
Feel like an elite team that they can they can make stuff happen, which is that feels quite thematic for an elite team to be like, we need this to happen, this is the play. Now it's happened. There's been a few times where it's like, if this needs to go off, the game is won, and the fact that they can be like, this will happen because I know I can make it happen. You can plan. It feels like you can plan a little bit ahead, a bit better, because you're like, well, I know I can kill him because I can make it near impossible for him to survive with these elite points. So it's very cool.
But you still need decent rolls, though. That's the thing.
Well,
if you're rolling poor, you only affect one dice.
And hitting on fours, as we know you love too, Ben. The hitting on fours does add a bit of trepidation to it. But I would say, especially against a team with a lower wound count, like a Corsair or Guard, 7 or 8 wounds.
I was going to say those low
again, you
count.
feel a bit more confident because you might be able to, I only need to get 2, because, even their guns are kind of like bolters, so 2 crits is dropping 1. You can really find ways to maximize. But that's the start of the campaign. I think I'm going to, in the near future, do some little videos keeping a bit of a tracking of the progress for those who are interested and how they're going. And because it's quite tense doing the rolling after the game for the guys that die, and especially when you've got guardsmen who die a lot. The Corsairs definitely took their pound of flesh and it went right down to the wire. So it was good. But I would say the narrative stuff's really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to doing a little bit more in the near future.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Have you named your characters and built your base yet?
Yes, my base is a Chimera.
Love it.
Nice. Oh, of course,
I've got to come up with a name for it, though. I've got to come up with an appropriately
Fury.
tough guy. Yeah, exactly.
The classic.
Echo base. I don't know. Something.
Comment below if you have some suggestions.
Yes,
please. Encourage
name my Chimera for my Apollonian range.
Russ?
Yes.
The Granny Smith.
The candy red.
Delicious. Golden delicious.
Are green,
Brayburn.
Red delicious.
The Brayburn. Like that. Even though it's New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah, come on, mate. Get it together.
Come on.
We're a little bit tighter on time today, and I don't want to muck around anymore because we've got... I want to talk about the new TAC Ops cards, or the new cards that have come out. But... I haven't had a chance to use them. I don't think you guys have yet. So I was thinking maybe we save it to next week.
We haven't used them.
Yeah, where we might actually get our mitts on them and we might be able to have a bit of a better opinion. So I reckon instead, we don't muck around. We got a big guest today. We got something special in Legions of Russ.
What the hell's going on, Rhys?
Yeah, we have. Oh, you didn't get the memo. You didn't get the email.
He doesn't
read
them,
I've prepared Legions of Russ and we're about to play it, right? I'm about to lead Legions of Russ. Guys.
Hey, I hate to do this to you, man. This is patron week. This is Legionary of Russ week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have...
You got to read those emails,
Just this week, yeah. Adrian, one of our Legionaries of Russ, who is just a great dude, as you will see, is going to be running...
voice.
With just a beautiful voice, man with a beautiful voice. And he has a YouTube channel you can go check out. We'll have it linked, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's going to be running Legions of Russ today.
I get real Keanu Reeves vibes from him. I'm not too sure why.
Ooh.
But a deeper,
just Keanu in his energy, Reeves. Just in his.
Yeah, he's got this nice kind of this nice kind of safe. Nice energy about him.
Safe.
And that
he's safe. He does have that.
If someone was saying can you set me up with a dude, I'd be like, who's a safe pair of hands, and I'd be like, hey, Adrian, he's a safe pair of hands. I don't know why I get that feeling about him.
If you fell, he would catch you, no doubt.
He would.
Yeah, and he just with the voice alone, like a cushion. I don't know.
Let's just get into it. Russ, it's still your seg. Why don't you tell us what to do here?
I think we have to play it up inside itself.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Oh, that was the theme song to Legions of Russ that we have literally just heard with our own ears. And before we move on, I'm going to pause proceedings to open up a bunda. There you go. There's the bunda opening. Happy Bunda Day, everyone. Please Please enjoy. I was going to take the first ceremonial sip.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay. So we've got a very special Guestinental cup today.
Yes, we do.
Have a Legionary of Russ in the house. Adrian, hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Woo.
What's up? How's it going, guys?
Those dulcet
Going
tones.
good, man.
Listen to that voice.
Just beautiful.
Oh, come
Made.
on. Don't inflate my
Beautiful
ego.
voice.
That's not what I
Made
need.
for the
Come
pod.
on. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
A true legionary, man. I'm excited. And not just a special guest, but you said a special host already, didn't you? You have the riddles. You're the riddle man today, aren't you?
I am the riddles. I have 3 riddles prepared, or however many we need, and of chapters, obviously, that we've never seen before. So I'm very, very excited. I tried to make them as Russy as possible. So we'll see how it goes.
Let's not favor him at all. Let's not put him in. We don't.
I should have the edge. I should have the edge. It's someone trying to emulate my warped brain, so I should have the edge. But we'll see if that translates.
That
It's
way
not
lies madness.
Adrian, did you take psychic damage trying to make them a little more russy?
You have
Perils
to.
of the warp.
Perils of the warp.
So I actually worked on them before I did played my first narrative game ever last night. And I have to say, I rolled way too many ones for my liking. So I'm blaming it on that. That energy.
There's a direct link there. Yeah.
Yes,
Madness.
exactly.
Infecting the dice.
Mm-hmm.
So
The spirit of Russ was with me.
So we're in Legions of Russ. If you've never played before, we're in season 2 now. So there is a slight change to the scoring. So I'm going to go
where have
over
you been if you
2.
haven't played before?
Obviously, you know this, and I'm just saying it. If you picked up the podcast at episode, well, I have no idea what we're on now. Season 2, something like that. So, as usual, there'll be an obscure clue/riddle gets read out, describing very loosely a Space Marine chapter. Generally, it's an obscure one, but who really knows? It could be your favorite, or it could be one you have never heard of. It could even be a Chaos one. Who knows? We're throwing everything in the mix. So you get to guess, and if you can guess without any further clues, just hearing the riddle, you get 2 victory points. If you guess a partially correct answer, this is at the discretion of our host, you get 1 victory point. But after that one victory point is awarded, yes?
No,
is because I gave discretion to the host.
I don't know if I like this.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I gave myself a get out of jail free card where I can just say, Rhys, you win.
I appreciate it.
That I baked that into the rules, and now Adrian gets that benefit.
Don't like
You can
it.
say,
want him to remember.
you just win. Adrian,
I just want
that's
him to
fine.
remember who gave him that benefit. And if he wants to use it, that's fine. I'm just saying it's there. But if you guess a partial without any clues, that's 1 victory point. And then it takes the total score available down. So if you then move into the clue territory, 1 point is then up for grabs. And a partial guess at that stage will net you only half a point, basically. So in summary, 2 points with no clues. Guessing partial is 1 point and will reduce the total available points by 1. Guessing with clues is 1 point, and a partial guess will again reduce the total available points by 0.5. These are the
nose
rules.
is bleeding. My nose is bleeding.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
This is why I added in my discretion, because I don't think you fully understood the rules, and I can just
full
make them
disclosure,
up,
I have not fully grasped the new rules. I'm just
I don't
rolling
think
with
you'd fully
the ball.
grasp the original rules, Ben, if you're honest with us.
I was just as we were wrapping up the season, I feel like I was getting a handle on things.
That's how we get into your groove.
Yep.
Well, today is a special episode. I am relinquishing control of Legions of Russ to the very capable Adrian, who will host a game that I will play along with the casuals. The Kill Team casuals are all going to be guessing this game. I'm excited to win again. Play again. As always, your name is your buzzer, so if you need to buzz in, just say your name. If you're traveling on transport, now is your time to scream obnoxiously. You're in someone's face, and then claim.
At work,
the
scream.
game. Yeah.
Works encouraged as well.
You don't even need to say your name.
At
you
home
can just
with your family?
scream, just an exclamation.
Putting down your child to sleep.
Strong eye contact with someone while screaming it as well is
Unwavering.
definitely encouraged.
Yeah.
Just bonus points. Yeah.
Yeah. At the
Slamishy
urinals,
slurs as well are also acceptable
Anything.
buzzers.
anything you
Allow
can think of. It's all good, and I'm now going to hand over to the very capable hands of Adrian to guide us through this very special episode of Legions of Russ. Take it away,
Thank you
Adrian.
so much, Russ. I appreciate you. Hey, if you've never played this game before, here's what I'm doing. I am going to present the name of a chapter of Space Marines via an incredibly phonetically vague riddle. And they are going to have to guess what chapter that is. And you already know the scoring. So why don't we dig into it, guys? Everybody ready?
Let's do it.
Oh boy.
Quivering in
Body and
anticipation.
soul. Body and soul.
Chapter number 1. James Hetfield is easily my favorite rhythm guitarist of all time. His riffs in Metallica's third album are my absolute favorite. Well, the first 2/3 of it at least.
Ooh.
Even back then, he was certainly no amateur. You know, communication is so important in any relationship. Instead of keeping things to yourself, I wish you would just... We fought for our lives on Cadia. It was traitor or loyalist, chaos or the Imperium, them or... That is your riddle.
Oh my God Almighty!
Oh, this was
Number
a
one.
novella.
This is pretty rad. Also, can I hear that again?
Yes.
Ben wanted
A bit
slower.
slower.
Ben wanted slower.
a bit slower, absolutely.
I think the pace was spot on. But I just need to hear it again.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I got lost in his voice. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, it's like, oh man, this
I
It
was
is soothing.
loud.
It is
Way
kind of
over
like
here.
it's like a bath for the ears. I'm loving it.
I know Games Workshop
Cleanest-
audiobooks. Hire me.
I know.
Come on.
Hit him up, dude. Hit him up.
Man.
Missing
I just
out.
read that Gazkul one. I would have had you read it to me any day of the week.
Gladly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Can you be a female ogre and psyker? Is that in the repertoire?
Well,
him
we'll
on the
figure
spot.
something out. I got voice mod on my PC. We'll figure something
Yeah,
out. We'll figure it out. That's right. Okay. So I'll read it one more time, slower for Senior Ben. And then I'll go ahead and break down to you exactly what word is with what phrase. We'll go for that. I
Thank
just said
you.
earlier, this is 3 words. This
Oh,
is a
okay.
3-word chapter. Okay, here we go. James Hetfield is easily my favorite rhythm guitarist of all time. His riffs in Metallica's third album are my absolute favorite. Well, the first 2/3 of it at least. Even back then, he was certainly no amateur. You know, communication is so important in any relationship. Instead of keeping things to yourself, I wish you would just... We fought for our lives on Cadia. It was traitor or loyalist, chaos or the Imperium, them or...
Rhys.
Oh, you son of a gun!
Oh.
I swear to God!
See, I've got bits of this, and it's going to be
I
annoying.
swear
as hell
to God,
if
Rhys, if you
snipe
get this,
Oh, I've turned into Ben. I'm just hating on Rhys. Okay, sorry.
we're gonna bushfire
Rhys.
bomb your country if you get this right, Rhys.
We don't need your help. We can do bushfires ourselves. Okay, we've been doing plenty fine without you.
Oh, if you
I don't think I've got all of it. I think I've only got the
Good.
last part.
Okay, so
Ooh,
you
better.
think you have a partial guess. Okay.
Yes, but I'm gonna say a whole thing because I'm just
Why
gonna Warhammer it up and make it feel like a 3-worded chapter. So I'm gonna say my guess is Sons of Prometheus.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Is he getting any partials for this?
no, that sounds like
I'm
a
gonna
no.
say
That
no.
face
I'm
said
gonna
no.
say no.
all right.
He
That's
didn't
personal.
give
I
any
see
of
how
the
it
words.
is.
Okay,
And
so
he has full
here's
discretion to say no. So
Or
here's
say yes.
why. The only word you got right was the connector word.
Okay,
Yeah, that's not fair.
So I don't feel like that's a genuine like partial.
That's
okay, can
at
I
least 1.5.
Ben? Can I go for a partial guess?
Absolutely.
Again, I'm just oozing here. Masters of
Oh, that's not
Something?
fair. That's not fair.
Was there anything else? you
this
wanted
is
to
a
add to
partial
that?
guess. Masters of
It is Masters of. Let's be fair.
I'm going for a partial guess of Masters of.
That is correct.
Oh, shebang bang. I don't know enough about
Russ-
Metallica's album.
I said
Russ-
Ben
Russ is
there.
coming in.
Russ, I know this is probably Nate, but I was just going to come in with Masters of Talcus, but I don't think that's right. But I know it's Masters of Talcus.
That is not correct. Talcus is not correct.
It's not even a word.
You really are turning into Ben, shooting from the hip, Russ, hating on me.
I had something. Something.
Just for the sake of everybody else listening, I have 1 point now, correct?
Yes,
that is correct.
How that works?
Yes,
1 point. Okay.
And now
as a partial guess.
And Adrian, I just want to say, Adrian, are you a musician? Are you a musician?
Yes, I am.
You are? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Hetfield is the best guitar player in that band, in my opinion.
100%. Love Kirk Hammett, but I think Hetfield, for me as a rhythm guitarist, just I vibe with him more, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, piss off.
Russ.
Yes, you already called your name, Russ. I haven't forgotten you. I promise.
Sorry, no. I've been put... Okay. So I don't think this is a word. But this is the weird thing. It doesn't seem like a word, but I've got Masters of.
Mm-hmm.
He's no amateur. Pro. I wish you would keep doing this. Tell. They did them for us. Proteus.
Russ, I am so sorry, but that's correct.
Oh,
what
nonsense!
What is it? So what is the word?
Masters of Protellus.
Oh!
Congratulations to Russ for getting the first chapter.
The reason I went with Prometheus was because I had pro and us.
Oh.
But I had tell, but I was like, what's a Protellus? I should have known it's Warhammer speak.
I had Torcus, and I was like, Torcus. It's not Torcus. And then your Prometheus was like, oh, tell.
See, I had no part of that. All I had was 2/3 of Masters of Puppets. That's the only thing that clicked in my brain.
For sure.
I had that one earlier. I was like, Master of. Okay, Masters of.
Okay. I got to brush up on my Metallica knowledge.
Would you like to know about this chapter?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, I would love to.
Tell us about the Masters of Protellus.
Short crash course on the Masters of Protellus. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to recreate it and edit it a little bit in the Dawn of War 2 multiplayer army painter. That's cool.
That's you actually put some work into this.
Mm-hmm.
Where's everyone looking?
Here, I'm sending it to you guys right now.
There we go.
He's hogging it. He's hogging it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. I like how you put in the Dawn of War thing. Yeah,
that's very cool.
So the Masters of Protellus, if you look on Wiki, it's one of the classics. Unknown founding, etc. Nothing's known about them in Imperial records, all the good things. However, I am working to change that. In January, Black Library will be opening up their open submissions, and the topic for this year is Space Marine successor chapters. And so I'm writing lore for them.
That's so cool.
Basically, the TLDR is they were created by Vulcan. Vulcan vowed to protect this planet that he fended off with a bunch of orcs with the Imperial Guard. And an ultramarine company came to help him. Now, the salamander in question ended up dying in the final battle with the war boss, and he said, "Please preserve our chapter," because this was during the Horus Heresy, when they were escaping after the drop site massacre, and barely any salamanders left. But what the ultramarine did was very malicious. Instead, he created a successor chapter of Ultramarines. And so I'm taking them on a journey to find out who they really are, and they are Sons of Vulcan. So,
nice.
Ooh, I love it.
I saw that community post about getting Black Library open submissions. I thought that was cool. Nice. I'm looking forward to that.
Time. So it's not a homebrew chapter. They are in several editions of White Dwarf, as well as certain other. They're mentioned in other books. I can't remember exact ones, but thought it was a cool chapter. Want to share it with you guys.
Russ,
nice.
you got a lift, mate.
Cool.
You don't fill in the blanks for us either. You just leave them blank. You got some work to do.
I'm being upstaged here.
Incredible. Okay, well,
lovely. All right, 1-1. 1-1 for me and Russ.
Points. That was heartbreaking.
1 point piece. Okay. But Rhys, it's all the
Kudos,
playful,
Adrian.
mate. If you snipe this, hey, it's not going to happen.
Setting you guys up, setting you
Just
up.
saying.
If somebody else snipes it, I do have a tiebreaker. So
Yeah,
I'll go here for it. Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
You know what I
Yes.
think we should do? I think we should play it up over itself again.
Oh, we should, because it's round 2.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
And we're back in from the
Whoa.
song.
Man, I love that song. Man, I love that song. Never gets old.
It's a killer.
No, it's a
No, I
Those
had
are
to
the
play
real
it
dulcet
thrice.
tones in that one right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bob Dylan special.
Special.
Let's
Just
go.
needs a James Hetfield riff. That's it. That's all it needs.
Ooh, that's next. Season 3, baby. Season 3.
Ooh.
That would be good. We should theme each season's theme
Oh,
song.
that could be
Theme song,
fun.
that would actually be
It would be fun. Do a
Super
metal
good.
one.
okay. All right. Well, if y'all are ready, I have
Yes,
no
sir.
riddle for you.
Fire away.
Okay. Let's go. Rhys, are you ready?
I hope so.
Not inspiring confidence. Russ,
No.
are you ready?
I am feeding off Rhys's lack of confidence. It's more nourishing than the Bundaberg.
That's more nurgly than what's comfortable. Ben, are you ready?
I am feeling a smidge bit better after last round. Yes,
Nice.
I'm ready.
I'm hoping for you all. Let's get into it. Here we go. I love bespoke Thousand Suns and Kill Team. Without the weird warp stuff, of course. Man, I've been having an issue with bugs in the house lately. I saw the hills in the front yard, and then they just come marching one by one like they own the place. I wonder where they're from. I have a solution, though.
Ben,
One, the Adeptus Sororitas. Oh, I haven't even
can I make a
finished
partial guess?
Not when it's not finished.
Okay.
Surely.
Okay. I didn't know what the rule was on that.
I guess you can.
Ben?
I've got the first
I'll
word as
finish-
well, though.
I'll finish the riddle
Okay.
real quick. Just
That
it
feels
might.
fair.
I
Ben, you
got
get the
excited.
first
I
bet.
apologize.
Maybe
I
it'll-
apologize.
I don't know if it'll change what you think about it after I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, I'll run that back just a little bit.
Go on, Ben.
I have a
So
solution
keen.
though. One the Adeptus Sororitas would be proud of me for. I mean, who knew friction could create light and heat?
Ben, Covenant of Fire.
That's correct.
Oh, mama! Oh!
That's
I've
impressive.
never been happier in my life than I am right now in this moment.
Wow.
Thing is,
This is what it's like
I
to
have
win,
this as
Ben.
well.
Now you know. I had
have
it.
Warp, Coven, and
Covenant.
the thing.
Yeah. Covenants. Yeah, Covenant.
Fire.
On fire. Yeah. I
Ben
would
was
have got
so
it as well,
fast
just quietly.
off the.
But Ben
Oof.
just.
Wow.
I want to apologize. That was a little uncouth of me to interrupt. I wasn't quite sure on the rules.
There's a guest Ben in our house.
I want to apologize to you, Adrian, and to extend it to all of our patrons that I feel like I may have disrespected you, but at the same time, suck it, Rhys, suck it, Russ, because that puts me at 3 points. Good luck beating me now, suckers.
Suck it.
Oh man.
Also,
That's good.
that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a great one.
You only think that was a good one because you got it.
Yeah.
No, that was a good guess, guys. Adrian, was that a good guess?
No, you're not allowed. We've established this. You're not allowed to say if it's a good
You
guess.
don't get to
Ben,
choose.
that's for Adrian to decide.
Oh, Joe, you're gonna love this, Joe.
Oh,
Well, Ben, I sent you the chapter colors and
Oh,
the
okay, let
insomnia.
me.
oh
Whoa,
no wonder
ahead
you
of
got it so
time.
quick.
This is why-
Along
this is why you got
along
it.
with the answers that you sent me before we started. Yes.
This what? This is all making a lot more
coming
sense now.
together.
This is all making more sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice theme. I
Very
like that.
cool.
That's good.
It's very,
yeah.
very nice. So the Covenant of Fire appeared in the 9th edition Codex. They are also sons of Vulcan. They are Salamander's successors. And they were created in not the Ultima founding, whichever the Primaris founding, whichever
That's
one.
the
Which one is
campaign,
that?
Yeah, I
isn't
think
it?
that is the Ultima, isn't it? That's the
I think
latest
you're right. I
one.
think it is the Ultima.
I thought so. I thought it was Ultima. And call and yeah.
Yeah. So yes, the Ultima founding.
Mm.
Yes. They are an exclusively Primaris chapter, just because of the timing of when they were created. Yeah. The essence of the chapter is the Salamanders showed them the Promethean cult, or the idea of it, and they turned it up to 11. So they are the Black Templars of Salamanders. Ooh. Essentially. That's the gist of it.
They look like they're digging on the word bearers.
A little word berry. I thought the same thing.
Heresy? Do we think this looks a little bit? It's a burning book, and I'm just going to say the burning book symbol is never a good look. It's never a good one.
I mean, it's a good one, but it always means
it's a good one.
Heretical things.
It's a red flag. It might as well be an icon.
It's
just
a red flag,
basically. That's what that's telling me right there. Yeah,
that's on the other shoulder. Red flag.
It's just a red flag.
The red flag.
That's the whole podcast, but that's, no. Hey, if you're listening at home, the armor is a blood orange. The legs, chest, and backpack are all a blood orange. All of the trim, the pauldron trims, and the aquila on the front is all gold, and their arms and their pauldrons themselves are black, and their helmet is black as well. It's a very, very cool. It's a cool scheme.
Black. It is cool. It's very different to a lot of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, can't say I would have expected that color scheme from Salamanders, but honestly,
I guess the fire thing,
yeah, but
that's cool. Are you now? I feel like I have to ask this as a follow up question, Adrian. Are you a Salamanders fan with?
Seems like
back-to-back Vulcan?
I am a Salamanders fan, but I didn't consider that whenever I was creating these. Initially, I just looked up Blood Angels, Imperial Fist successor chapters, which I think you guys have hit already. And then I looked up Raven Guard and I was like, okay, there's a couple familiar names. Maybe I should move to a Primarch that we haven't really seen yet. So yeah.
You said
you guys have lost anyway, so you guys even want to go to the
tiebreaker. Now, if I snipe the tiebreaker, it is a tie.
There's no tie to break though. There's no tie to break.
That's true.
I think we've got our guest. He's come all this way.
You prepped a third one. I say we got to go all the. We got to go all the way.
I think we have to have the third one. Let's have the.
Let's do it.
Let's have the.
Okay.
Do we play it? Do we play it thrice?
I think we should have to play it.
I think we should play it back over.
The thrice.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
What a beautiful song.
Adrian, give us that tasty third riddle.
It's getting.
Ben, just relax.
If Russ snipes this, it ties.
Ben,
I will cry.
I think we should all be hoping for this moment because we have yet to have for Joe's scorecards. We've yet to have Ben cries.
I have never tasted. Listen,
that's the bingo
two
board,
things.
The bingo board.
I've never tasted the Guestinental belt, and I've also never cried on this podcast. So, breaking new ground either way.
There's a first for everything. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see both. Tears of joy.
Tears of joy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
positive spin.
Sure, yeah.
But we want the tears of misery.
Pain.
Like those are the ones that taste good for us.
Those taste good.
Right.
Yeah.
They have the extra salt in them. It's got lots of nutrition to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, now there is a twist to this particular
Ben can't play.
Adrian.
Oh, I wasn't ready for this.
Ben is disqualified. Congratulations, Russ. You won the game.
I want to thank everyone for taking part, apart from Ben, who was basically phoning it in, let's be fair. It was a great one. Thanks very much, Adrian. And that's it. Two-time winner. Two-time winner.
Pod. I played up, but no, I'm just kidding. No, the twist to this particular riddle is that it's not a riddle at all.
Oh no.
It's a meme.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, is there a place where I can put a picture where everybody can see it?
You could here's an idea. You could send it to me and then I'll just forward it to the other guys.
I think you have to put it in the Discord and everyone will be like, what the hell's going on? But we'll know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, drop it in the Kill Team Casual.
Are you going to put it in Kill Team Casual?
Kill Team Casual.
I've got it open.
Okay.
This is going to be whose internet connection is the best.
Am I in that Discord server? ?
Oh, the Battle Brothers tabletop server?
Yes, I'm in that one.
Yeah, that one. It's just put it in either the Kill Team Casuals podcast channel or the Kill Team Casualists. Because you actually want to do that one. Yeah,
do Kill Team Casualists. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
I'm ready. This is fun. This is a fun twist.
If you are tuning in, go to the
go live.
I'm sure we'll post it at the same time. Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay. Now to preface, here's the subject.
Okay.
This chapter is one of the original 20 legions.
Oh no.
So I hope you've been reading up on your heresy.
Okay.
Ben can't read, so he's
can't read.
This is why he's been doing it auditorily, right?
Yeah.
So
All right, this is going in the Kill Team Casualist channel, right?
Yes, it is in the Casualists channel.
Yes, we're all sitting here.
I'm waiting.
Bated breath.
Okay. Rhys, are you ready?
Sure.
Russ, are you ready to feed on Rhys's tears potentially?
Delicious.
All right, I'm good. Ben, are you ready?
I'm racked with anxiety. Let's go.
Fantastic. Here is your tiebreaker.
God, this is tense.
Ben,
Russ.
Ben.
I heard Ben's voice first.
Damn you.
All right.
Go for it.
Alpha Legion.
100%. Congrats.
This is
Oh my goodness.
This is a crock.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a fun twist, I gotta say. And just for our audio listeners, maybe you can interject this before we guess. But it is the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other.
Times 900.
Yeah, times 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's so funny? Before you posted it, in my head, I was thinking, oh, I bet this is going to be an Alpha Legion meme. Like that's just kind of what came to my head. I was like, oh, I sensed it. I picked it up in the warp.
Just wanted you to choke so bad then, Ben. I wanted you to say like something like what did you buzz? Like scimitars or like, just something that's not even in the ballpark. I didn't get what I wanted.
I wanted to keep it pretty neutral. Like, why put a 40K meme? Like, there are 40K memes that aren't 40K memes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was great. That
was a good curveball. I mean, apart from Ben getting it, I really liked it.
Yeah, everything apart from the ending was awesome. So let's be fair. The fact that Ben won it is sort of sour. It's sort of souring it a little bit, but this is his first Guestinental victory.
Yeah.
Wow.
First, and I would also a pretty crushing victory as well, I would say. Like,
wow.
I have to say.
I'm glad you're humble about it.
Well, next time, guys, I just want to say, step it up next time, boys.
Wow.
You embarrassed yourself in front of our very, very welcome, very generous guest. And I just want to apologize. Adrian, I'm sorry. Your guesses were great. Yeah. And they were just, I guess they, slept in this morning or something. I don't know.
He got us at our lowest.
Yeah.
I want to personally apologize.
Yeah. Is it because of the jet lag? Is it because of the jet lag? Oh, mama!
Bang. I'd like to apologize to all two of my fans out there. I really shit the bed today.
Me and Ben. Apology not accepted.
You guys don't like me.
Accepted, Rhys.
Mum and Dad.
Mum and Dad.
So funny.
Those were good. Honestly, those were good, man.
Great job, Adrian. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, how do you feel, Adrian? Did that live up to any expectations you had? Were you hoping that I would win?
Every expectation I had ever had. As far as the reception in general, now I do want to say that what they do and say to you afterwards, Ben, I am not liable for. I'm pretty sure that's in paper somewhere.
So don't worry.
Sure that's in the universe before.
As soon as you log out here, you wash your hands of this sin. So
essentially,
don't worry.
I delete any record of me being here. Yeah.
We'll censor your name. Yeah. No. But yeah, that was great, man. Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. This was I've been very excited for this for a while. So I appreciate that it was received so well.
It was definitely.
Thank you for being a legionary of Russ.
Yeah,
our top
you.
patron.
And hosting
the true best
Legions
of us.
Russ as well, so I could get to play along. And
That's our first patron running it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Next time I'll win.
Next time. Yeah.
Next
he
time
has to. Otherwise, his reputation is completely soiled.
I'm not.
And there's
What
no
is it?
turning back
Legions
from
of Ben? Please.
It is
Felt
now,
like
baby.
it today. Felt like it today. Definitely.
Oh, we got that
LOB,
amazing comment.
Blob.
That was Legions of Russ, and they come from Ben-Rhys.
Yes. I did
Oh,
really
that
like
was great.
I
That
did
was
really appreciate
so
that.
That was
so
pretty good.
good. Yeah,
Then again, Legions of Rhys isn't too far of a stretch.
that one's not too far off.
Call
He's
it
just so
And then,
bad at the game.
and then
though,
it just
I
is
mean,
Ben-Rhys. Then it is just Ben-Rhys.
Oh, Ben-Rhys. Oh, it works both ways.
It works every way. Oh my
It works
God.
every
What's
way.
going on?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, do we
Meant to
play
be.
it? Play it. What's after
I
thrice?
guess we do.
Quad
Beforehand, Adrian, you have a YouTube channel, don't you? Do you have
I was
anything
gonna
you'd like
say,
to
yeah,
plug?
we should-
Any stream? Plug it up, my man.
Yeah, man. So I have a super dank YouTube channel. Not full
You're
of
selling
memes,
it.
but
You're selling it so far.
I love Darktide. That is basically been my entire personality for 2.5 years outside of Kill Team and Warhammer in general. So I'm just AO Adrian on YouTube. 1O this time. It's ADRIAN, and on Twitch I'm AO Adrian with 4 O's. And that's I stream at least 4 times a week, mainly Darktide. I've been digging into getting back into the swing of painting and assembling my models. I still have Kasserkin and some Shadow Vaults terrain to put together, so that might have to happen on stream.
Awesome, man. Yeah,
That's awesome. Make sure you get out there, jump on board.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description of and get you going. Yeah, but awesome, man. And now, before you go, what kill teams are you driving on lately?
Lately, I have been playing a lot of novitiates.
Nice.
Getting wrecked with novitiates. I lost to 2 World Necrons last night, so felt bad.
Ooh, that doesn't feel bad.
It's a curve. It's a learning curve for sure. Going from playing intercessors, which is what I started with, and what I also like to play. Going from 3 APL models to 6 3 APL models to 9 to 10 2 APL models is a trip.
Yeah, big change, isn't it?
A curve for sure. So
yeah,
that's been it, man.
Yeah, awesome. I'm working on a kill team right now. I'm repainting my blooded kill team, and I'm doing them in the Mobian. Do you call them? Is that how you pronounce Mobian? Yeah, Mobian 6th. Yeah, I'm painting him in that scheme and having a good time.
I'm so excited for that, dude. Just imagining all the kit bashes and everything. Just
so much you could do.
Oh yeah.
Taking a break from your red Corsairs.
A little bit of a break,
a little break.
Finally, he's never taking a break from his red Corsairs. Let's be honest.
I never will.
Let's be honest. He hasn't stopped.
I have like 30, 40 Marines at this point.
Oh,
jeez! Wow,
nearly ready for the big boy game. Watch it.
I'm getting there. Yeah. I'm getting
he's
there.
just swarming Marines. That's all he's doing. He doesn't have any artillery.
No vehicles. No HQ. I don't think it's legal, but I'm doing it.
It's the Ben meta. It's fine.
It's the beta meta.
The better meta.
Oh wow, he gets it. Well, all right, guys. It feels good to win. Sucks to suck. And thanks, Adrian.
Play it, Quadrice.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Wow.
Well.
Legions of
good,
Russ
guys.
with AO Adrian. What a goddamn legend.
What a man,
what a pleasure.
ears are so snug from his voice.
Oh, yeah.
My ears are
a warm bath.
Yeah, just so nice. Yeah, and it feels good to win, guys. This is my first Guestinental belt.
I
gotta say, it was I was pretty swift, pretty crushing. I think I won by what?
Yeah.
I think I ended up with
a 10-8 round for sure.
What was the points again? You had 1 point, Russ. You had 0
just
points.
Leave it, mate. Just leave it.
And I had 4 points. Did I have 4 points?
Look,
I think I had
It's
4
been a
points.
great
Did I
show,
have more
Ben.
than 4
Thanks for
points?
joining us, Ben.
We don't know. Hey, we don't know how many points the meme round was worth.
Just
So that was
gonna
2.
turn
I don't think we
2, 4,
scored that
5.
one.
I think I
Just
scored
gonna
5
turn
points.
your mic down, Ben. You're done here.
Hey guys,
thanks for joining
but
us.
I think I scored about 5 points. I think is what it ended up being. So pretty crushing defeat.
Thanks. Good. Okay, we've got rid of him.
Good.
That's
He's already.
That's fantastic. So that's the episode for today, guys. We do actually have to wrap it up there. Don't forget, there's the KT Open KTO
Yes.
prize.
Knots for
Make
Nerds
sure
in the comments.
Knots for Nerds,
comments
comment.
below. Make sure if you're a Patreon and you want to be like Ayo Adrian, if you want to be in your chance to
you
be
can
on
do it
Legions
too.
of Rush, Legions of Russ,
Legions
that
of
can
Rush.
be you. Legions of Rush. That can be you as well. So make sure join the Patreon. There's a tier that unlocks that. So make sure you jump in there. So make sure, comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the show. We really appreciate all that stuff. We love the love. Make sure you're on the Battle Brothers Tabletop Discord as well, because that's where all the chats and the in-between nonsense goes on in that house there. As always, I've been Rhys from Threes to Wound.
I've been Ben from Battle Brothers Tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been Russ, the loser of my own segment.
Wow.
That, you know what? I couldn't
This
picture the
hurts.
show ending
This
any better
hurts. You know what? Go to hell. You know what? To hell with you, sir. Yeah. You're forgetting one final thing, Ben. I'm running Legions of Russ next week.
No. Oh no. No, you're a
Thanks,
beautiful.
guys.
And I
beautiful man
baked
and
in
a
my
legend.
own discretion to A huge thank you from the Kill Team Casuals to our Patreons who help support the channel and keep us going. Huge thanks to Kill Team Ken, Roscoe88, Justin Kung, TS Freebooter, Vulture B, Average Joe 27, Kill Team Cascadia, Craig F. Lincoln, George Allen Chapman, Hillux, Swanky McMofo, Stooge Co, Admiral Rudy, Michael Richards, Gordon Ballantyne, Dave B, G, Io Adrian, the Legionary Russ who just came on and killed it, Storm Owl, Lee versus World, Brady, Christopher the Leper, and Jack Whittingham. Thank you so much for keeping everything going and your support. You're all absolute legends, and we'll see you in the next pod.